Hey guys, my name is Dave and welcome to another video. So, I knew it was going to happen at some point. I was really hoping it wouldn't happen mid playthrough, but this thing decided to take a dump on me. So, I guess we won't be having this playthrough anymore. Um, in the process of deciding on the next game to take the place of that one, I figured there is something I wanted to talk about in regards to the games that are done on here. Um, and that is more like the genuinity of all this. One thing that has been coming up a lot in the streams, the ones that more people attend than not, um, I have noticed that a lot of people ask me why not use, you know, mods or why don't, or not mods, hacks. Why not use hacks? Why not use emulators, like online emulators, all that kind of stuff? Why not do that? And it's something that I've hit on every once in a while, but I figured might as well talk about this in a vlog briefly while I have the chance, before certain things are suggested. Um, for me, it really is dependent. Like, for example, you'll never catch me playing like a downloaded emulator of like an N64 emulator. You won't find me doing like Game Boy emulators unless it's done by Nintendo themselves or Hyperkin. For those who don't know, Hyperkin is the company that runs that created the Retron. And the reason I would do Hyperkin is just because it's literally just transitioning a handheld into like a television. That's it. You still play the actual physical games, so that would be the reasoning. But you'll never find me doing like downloadable emulators from the internet. Um, I do have a couple different reasons for this. My main reason in the past has always been because it's not the actual game from the actual company, which that statement does still stand. I'd rather play the game done by the company itself. I think this one just crashed just because of age, but I would rather play the physical copy or a copy provided by the company who originally created the game. A good example of this would be the Oracle games. We've played the first one, we did it on a Retron, but we never got around to doing a Let's Play of. We did one of Seasons, but never did one of Ages. And in the case of streams, it was the other way around. We did one of Ages, but never did one of Seasons. So, conflict there. But, well, realistically, for me, what I think, I personally just believe that, and this is more of a me satisfactory thing, it's not looking down on anybody who does use emulators. I can understand the reasoning and the convenience behind it, so I get it. But for me, it's more of a case of if it's not a copy provided by the original creator, as far as like the game itself goes, I will not play it. There's a reason you haven't seen me take like an attempt at all of games like Diddy Kong Racing, um, because they're ridiculously hard to find and super expensive. And since it's not on the NSO, as far as I know, and if it is, then I must have disconnected or something. I don't know. The point is, you will never these games. For heaven's sake, I've been wanting to do a let's play of the game series No More Heroes. So I recently just purchased my own copy of the Wii game. Now I'm practicing it and playing it for the first time on my own to see if I am able to do that. Holy crap. This is why I don't do emulated stuff, because the genuine feel of how this feels to play is really good. And on the side, and this is why I brought this one up specifically, on the side, I actually asked some people around to give opinions on emulators of this game, and good grief, it's bad. It doesn't feel as genuine or as fun, apparently. And this, I guess this is just kind of the thing for me. It doesn't feel right for me. Now, like I said, I'm not hating on those who use emulators or anything like that, but it's not a me thing to do. Now, obviously, ports or emulators provided by the companies who originally made that's obviously different. Like the 3D All Stars, Super Mario 3D All Stars. I mean, I've played the original versions of each game that's on it. Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Galaxy, all three of them, 100% at all three of them, on Let's Play form as well. Well, for Sunshine and Galaxy. And that's still not true, because I didn't get the 121st star in Galaxy, but I digress. The point I'm trying to make is it would, in this particular case, it would feel no different, because 3D All Stars was released by the company who had made the three games involved, Nintendo. In this kind of circumstance, I feel a bit more at ease playing this kind of stuff, and it feels a bit more natural to me. Um, but you'll never find me playing, you know, an online downloadable version of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's just not going to happen. It's not particularly that I think it's wrong, whether it is or is not, your opinion. It's more of a case of I would rather play the genuine version done by the genuine company. It just feels more natural to me that way. However, now emulations fall under this category. However, there's also one other type of game. Hacks. ROM hacks. Or a good example of these, which hit or miss for me, would be Zelda's Birthday. For those who don't know, this is a ROM hack that's basically a Zelda Ocarina of Time fan game. And this kind of stuff I'd actually be willing to play. Sure, it's not the original Zelda games done by the companies who originated it, but it's not like they're taking licensed, like the licensed game, and creating downloadable versions of said licensed game. No, they're their own thing. And because of that, I actually have played a few of them. Not a large amount, but I have played a few. And I find nothing wrong with it. It's an interesting concept. Like the difference between my mentality on hacks and my mentality on emulations are very polar opposite of each other. But that's just because one's a little bit more genuine than the other. At least from my perspective. But I don't know. This is just how I feel about it. What do you guys think? Do you guys prefer to use emulations or the genuine core product? Let me know in the comments below. Starting next week, we will be picking up once again with um, whatever new Let's Play it might be, replacing this. May DK rest in peace. But yeah, I don't know. If you guys have a suggestion for a game you'd like to see on here, let us know in the comments below. Big shout out to everybody who's been joining in the streams recently, whether the reruns of all the Souls games or joined in for Red Dead Redemption 2, or even for any of the turn-based JRPGs we've been doing, like Final Fantasy, well, the Final Fantasy binge, or the Persona binge. A big thank you to all of you guys who have joined into all that kind of stuff. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see a specific game on here, and maybe we'll get around to it at some point. In any case, I am going to head off. Thanks again for watching, guys. See y'all later.